Okay folks, this will be an interesting one. Challenging, as it usually is. Let's see if I can make this look any good on here. Okay, the black will be running, oh yeah, it says low toner, of course. It'll run out soon, I suspect. And we got one ready to go when we need it. So that's really good. Now I'm just going to get my thing that I'm going to photocopy. It is a dress, a nice big, nice tall and skinny dress. So we can just show you some of that gorgeous detail, and I'm just going to show you the rest of the dress just down here. It's a bit long, so it's a long dress, long and skinny. Yeah, we're going to try and take that area there. I'm just going to quickly make sure I don't lose my settings, but I'm really looking forward to being reunited with a loved one, folks, that I haven't seen. I think I might have seen him on a bus back in 2012, but we didn't actually talk to each other. But I really miss him. His name is Luigi. That's how we got it there. His name is Luigi, and he also shares my passion for photocopiers. So we really need to get together and find each other. Got to get out and look for each other, and I'm trying to get this work on television so I can get in touch. And I really miss my partner. His name's, I said it, his name's Luigi, of course, I just said it. Sorry folks, sorry for being a little bit repetitive. Now that looks interesting. I really miss him, and I'm trying my best to get my stuff out there, and it really hurts being away from him. It really kills. It really is a painful experience being lost, having a lost, not being able to find the partner that you love, and having to deal with the past and how the past has impacted on day-to-day living. I think this needs to be a bit bigger, but basically it really is difficult dealing with the pain of being alone. It really hurts to have to deal with this foolishness the consequences of my careless decision making. I'm trying to get this stuff to go to air on free-to-air primetime news on the TV, on everyday old TV, where the masses typically watch. It has to be like the 6 o'clock news for most of the channels that I'm angling this material for. Now that looks nice, except we got that fabric there. I'm going to enlarge it a bit bigger, but I really miss him, and it really is difficult trying to get the TV channels to air this material of mine. They don't seem all that interested. It's not newsy enough. Newsy as in death, disease, disaster, crime, murder, shark attacks, house fires, car chases, drive-by shootings, gun crimes in general, drugs, whatever the news channels typically like to air. That's pretty much it. and you just can't get it. I just can't get a word in edgewise over that din and uproar that the news, or you could say pandemonium, which is what din and uproar, the pandemonium on the news channels, too much noise and not enough room for not enough. It's always constant. They've always got something on the news that they seem to think is more important than my stuff, and it really hurts my feelings as well, because I'm really lonely and I really need this coverage, and I'm not getting any younger, folks. I mean, seriously, I am not getting any younger. I'm not able to sustain this loneliness much longer, to deal with it. And I don't have time in my life. I've got a bucket list like everyone else. I've got a fucking big bucket list that I have to fulfill, and I'm not ready to die yet. I'm not ready to die, but I'm not afraid of dying. I am literally needing the time. I'm thinking we could maybe move it over a bit. I like this bit there, but not this bit. But I'm really missing Luigi, and it really hurts to be away from him for as long as I have been, having to deal with the pain and the suffering of being separated for that long. It really cuts, it really hurts. And I've got disability as well, so I'm trying to work with a low budget, because being disabled, you're typically not going to be flushed with cash. Not enough cash to throw around willy-nilly. You got to fucking economise. You got to know how to economise. Otherwise, you've got problems. Now, I'm wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. But I really get lonely, and it's really difficult trying to get my stuff out there. And I really need help from the TV channels to get my artwork and creative processes to go to air. I use social media, and I'm so grateful to have it, because without social media, this campaign won't last. It won't have the necessary exposure. So social media and mainstream media go together beautifully in a very beautiful partnership, you could say. So, you need both. You can't just have one or the other. Wondering if we could enlarge that a little bit bigger. Wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. I'm thinking intuitively it's going to be there. But I really miss Luigi, and it really hurts to be away from him. It really hurts to be lost. I want to believe that love conquers all, because I was taught that by one person at high school, and basically she drew a picture, she illustrated it for me, and she basically wrote the words love conquers all. And basically, it was a funny little cartoon she drew, a picture of a living photocopier machine, a picture of a punk photocopier machine, and me holding hands or being chained to it. And basically she had the words written, love conquers all. And that was 1986, a year that I really like to remember, despite the fact I got bullied and teased most of the time. That was a really good little memory from that time at school. And I want to believe in it. And Luigi is the one that I'm supposed to marry. And basically, I always wanted to, since I got into photocopiers, I wanted to marry a person that shares the same interest. And I had a time when I went off the photocopiers for a while, but then it came back, as it always does. It always makes a return. It shows it's meant to be. And Luigi is the one that I'm going to marry, and I want to say that to that person. If that person is watching the TV and they know it's Daria Huddy from Kalani Heights High School back in 1986 in the K9 roll call room, because that was the name of our roll call. We had roll call, and ours was, I was with the Kerry 9, the red colour, the red team, and basically it was called K9, funnily enough. And I remember that person. I don't remember what they looked like or who they were, but I just remembered what they did write on the blackboard, that picture and that lovely saying. Thank you for believing in me even long before I started believing in myself, because now I do really believe that love conquers all. Gotta go.